I'd just like to say a few words about our journey and our project. We set out on this journey 12 months ago. I was in Tanzania last year, and I decided to come back and find some water for these children in this community. We've returned this year after lots of fundraising events, and all the people in England who have contributed lots and lots of funds and helped us in fundraising. We'd like to say a very big thank you.
We are happy, we are happy, we are happy to say welcome.
We followed these children to a filthy water hole to fill their containers and carry them back to the school, a 2-hour round trip. It is easy to see how water-related diseases are responsible for the death of a child every 20 seconds in Africa. Most of the children only have one meal per day, and this is provided by the school. The staple diet is ugali, which is a maize porridge, and occasionally beans and some bean juice to make it more palatable.
We have got bean soup here. Bean soup.
The conditions are very poor. Notice the football this little boy has made from plastic bags and string. We will return in February 2010 to provide these children with a deep well and latrines. Andrew Lowland, the student teacher from Newcastle, accompanied me on the trip, and he was in his element playing games and dancing with the children. We have now left the area of lush vegetation and we're heading south to visit Kibalini Primary School, which is in the Mwanga district, an area which hasn't seen rain for 2.5 years and is very dry and barren. The crops have failed and the cattle are eating soil, and the homes are very, very basic. This area is in desperate need of water, so we hope to be returning to this school in August of 2010 to provide a well and latrines for the children in the community. We have now arrived at Kisasini Primary School, which is in the foothills of Kilimanjaro, and it is a 13-kilometre drive from the main road over very, very tough terrain. The vegetation is quite lush due to the high condensation on an evening. The toilets and kitchen are very primitive, and food is prepared in this kitchen every day for 350 children. We will also be returning to this school in August 2010 to provide a well and latrines, and I hope one day to return to build a kitchen at this school. And Karaya Primary School is where the project first started in February 2009, and the blessing of the rig was very important to the community, who were very committed Christians and had arranged for the local pastor to be on hand to bless the rig.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
So you start the work.
Once the drilling rig arrived, we had to ensure that it was levelled correctly, because the borehole had to be parallel for 100 metres deep. Once it was settled, drilling could commence. After 15 metres, we hit our first sign of water, which was very exciting and much to the delight of the locals. The gush of water so close to the surface was a great relief after months of planning. The magistrate was on hand to ensure that the well was drilled to specification of 100 metres, even though the drilling crew thought 50 metres would be enough, due to the fact there was plenty of water. We continued to drill to a depth of 100 metres, and there was lots of fresh, clean water flowing in abundance. The local people could not believe what they were seeing. Construction of the wellhead and the pump was watched in anticipation by the local community and the village elders. This is the first water from the pump. They were so thankful they decorated the well with flowers, and the community travelled from miles around to witness the event. This was a very special moment for me to see this very fitting tribute to Dorothy, who had worked tirelessly throughout her life to help people in difficult circumstances. She would have been very proud of what we have achieved through this worthwhile project. Although we have focused on children, the whole community, young and old, will benefit from this clean, fresh water we have produced. Fresh, clean water coming from our first well. There's no longer any need for the long journeys to collect dirty, contaminated water. You can clearly see the difference made to the quality of the water. Now we're hoping to raise enough funding to enable us to return next year to provide a further 4 wells and 4 latrines for other schools in Tanzania. The heads and deputies from Feverishly and Kisasini have travelled a long distance to be with us for the opening ceremony. Both of their schools will have the same gift of water in August 2010, made possible by your continuing support.
We've got a big joy for what you did. All the villagers, all the people, all the communities, they are saying thank you.
Mama, iyo amina e wanga wa bolingo. Iyo amina e mama, iyo amina e wanga wa bolingo. Ataba fingi e pamba o, ataba lobi e biso semi pepe o. Iyo amina e mama, iyo amina e wanga wa bolingo. Amina.